Welcome to the Rachel Jasmine Studio After Dark series, where we discuss all things sex, love, and female empowerment.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm Rachel.
I'm Kristin.
I'm the photographer.
I'm hair and makeup.
And we are Rachel Jasmine Studio. So we're going to start off today's episode with a viewer question.
Ooh, okay.
So we have just put out an anonymous form for
Okay.
people to be able to submit questions to us.
Ooh, okay, love this.
And we got our first one. So she says, I am a past client of RJS.
Okay.
And she says, love you girls. She said, I'm almost 40 and I'm so not feeling myself right now. What beauty services would you recommend for a little glow up?
That's a really good question.
I love this question.
Yeah, I wish that I could say that it was more in things that I could be doing for people, but if you're looking for a quick glow up, my best suggestion is skincare. Shout out to my esthetician and both of our injectors.
Yes.
We love you ladies. I get hydrofacials, microneedling, Botox, all types of different things done to make me feel more youthful. I am 40 and I definitely can feel 40. Like since the day I turned it, I was like immediately like, what happened to my body? So I would say going to get a very deep, intensive skincare regimen with your esthetician and staying on it like one time, maybe quarterly is like enough, I think, for a lot of people. But I think skincare is really the move.
Yeah.
Changing up your hair is great, but it's not going to make you feel youthful. I think you need the actual skin to look youthful.
There, I'm going to disagree with you a little
give
bit.
it to me.
Yeah. So I agree. Skin,
Yeah.
absolutely. But ever since getting my extensions done by you, it has literally changed my life.
Okay.
Like I feel like a hot girl every single day.
Yeah.
Because my hair is so long and voluminous and luscious and like literally it's changed my life.
That's fair.
This is like my big splurge every year, you know, like I'm going to make sure that I have hair extensions probably until the day I die.
Yeah. Most people who get them, that's what ends up happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so fair point. As a hairstylist, I probably don't feel the same about changing hair because I change my hair frequently and I change others. I do see that. That's a huge upgrade for sure. So yes, I agree. If you're a person who isn't happy with the fullness, the color of your hair, but you're scared about damaging it, extensions is going to change all of that.
Yes.
So we haven't listed cheap things to do for yourself, but we have listed things that are going to make you feel better. So getting that skincare and then maybe some extensions is not the worst idea. Or at least just upgrading your style.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Botox thing for sure. And that is, I mean, depending on how much you're being treated for, that can be very reasonable.
Totally.
For right now, I am only getting injected in my masseters and the traps. So I do the Barbie
lower them
Botox.
shoulders from what you do. That makes sense.
For sure. But I do want to go back. I did some forehead and eyebrow Botox for my wedding, and I would like to update that.
You know, I tell my clients all the time, I spent like $140-ish getting my Botox done because I only do around the eyes, and it makes me feel so incredibly different with just a couple little injections. So I do agree with that. My forehead, I'm a really animated talker, as you can now see. And so when I look in a mirror at the salon and my forehead isn't moving, I actually don't like it as much on me. So I don't do my forehead.
Yeah.
But I do agree that getting rid of all of these fine lines that set from me being an animated person is so much nicer, and it can be done super affordably.
Yeah, definitely.
I agree with that. We both get our masseter because we both have jaw issues. And that I also think is more medical than like, it doesn't make that big of a difference in the visual of your face.
Well, it did for me.
That's right. You did say that. I
Yeah.
didn't feel like I did see it, but you did.
Huge difference for me because my masters were just so huge.
They were more pronounced than mine, I think.
Yeah. And so like after, I would say maybe 6 months or so, I really started to see the difference. Like my face slimmed out so much. And I was going through like a weight loss journey at the time.
Sure.
So it's hard to exactly say how much of an effect it had, but it,
Probably though.
yeah.
Probably.
I think.
I agree with that. I don't really feel like I ever saw mine. Mine was way more the TMJ aspect of just not being able to clench my jaw was a huge relief when I got the injection. So maybe that is, but I will say I get my smile like on the outside done to like lift. And
Really?
Yeah.
I've been considering that.
Yep, right on the outside corner. She does it just to like boop, just a little boop. Not like the Joker smile, but like, you know what I mean? But like enough. And I do feel like it helps me like not maintain my smile, but it does help, it does help lift my smile, I will say. Yeah. So I love that one too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I will also say, and shout out to our girl, Mary.
Mary at Omnia.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We'll link her.
Yes, please.
Yes. We love Mary. She does our Botox. Mm-hmm. She also does my lip injections. And maybe controversial, because I know some people are like not into that.
Fair.
But if you are into that, we have a girl. Yep. She does my lips.
She's amazing.
Yeah. And what I love about Mary is that the last time I went in for a little Botox retouch, I was like, Mary, what do you think about maybe a little more in my lips? And she was basically like, LOL, no. Like,
we love that though.
Yes, we love that, because she was like, you are going to put yourself in a position where you're going to start having migration because you'll be overfilled. Yep. And she's like, I won't do it. I won't stand for it.
I love an injector who says no.
Yes.
They're not just trying to take your money. They're not just trying to do this for any other reason. Then I need you to look as good as you can, and you don't need that.
Yes.
And somebody needs to put a kibosh on us, because we all get a little wild some days.
For sure,
on
yeah.
That. I
it's
agree.
like with you, I'm like blonder.
Yeah, you also, I had to lay down the law on longer extensions, because I'm like, babe, you're like 4 foot. Like, how much hair do you really need? You don't need 30-inch extensions.
Yes, this is why we go to service providers that we can trust.
Yeah, we tell the truth. I say, girl, if it hits your butt, that's enough.
Exactly.
We don't need to be Cardi B.
Exactly.
I mean, we kind of need to be Cardi B. Yeah, but not with her hair.
Yes. But yeah, Mary has done right by me, and I trust her with my face so much because she's so honest and will make sure that, like, you know, I'm not requesting something that will end up being detrimental to my goals of a youthful, beautiful, fresh face.
And Mary was on recommendation from me.
Yes.
Because I'm our hairstylist, and that's what we do.
That's what we do.
You trust the people who you already are paying for services that you know they can do. Yep. Where do you get this done? Who do you think I should go see? And then I told you that came from another service provider who gave her name to me.
Yeah.
Another hairstylist said, oh, you should go see the girl who works in my salon, Mary. That's how I started seeing her. And that's what people need to do, is when don't go to like social media and ask people who are not in the profession.
Yeah.
Go to your professional and ask them, like, what do you think I should do? Do you think I should change this? Or ask another professional. That's fine too. But go to the right people.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
they'll give you the right information.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's like, hey, it might work out for you by going to your friend's cousin's acquaintance, so-and-so, whoever, you know, hopefully it does. Yeah. But I like to get referrals that are people that work within the industry that know kind of the lowdown on the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And once you get the services too.
Yeah.
Because I'm not just sending you to an injector because I think I've heard she's good. It's because I get my stuff done with her.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we love Mary.
We love Mary.
Yeah. We'll link her below.
Yeah. She commented on our last one and she said, I love both of you so much. And we love you too,
Yes,
Mary.
we love you too, Mary.
That's why we're so confident to be sitting back here.
Absolutely. So
cheers to Mary,
cheers
ladies.
To Mary. Yes, we are drinking Midori sours right now. And if you
don't ask us what time of day it is.
No, you don't need to know that.
No. It's clearly after dark.
Yeah. But if you guys have a favorite drink.
Yeah, we're interested.
We're interested to hear what your favorite drink is, and maybe we will feature it in one of the next upcoming episodes.
Yeah, we're down to try. If it's unique, if it's like a rum and Coke, like, calm down. We know. But like, I didn't know what a Midori sour was when she asked me this morning. So I was like, yes, let's try that today.
Yes.
So if you have one that you love, that's interesting to you, share and we'll try.
Yeah. Cheers to that. So we've got another Reddit story that we are going to go over today.
Love it.
And we're going to jump into it. So this one, the title is, am I the asshole for refusing my wife sex after she refused me?
Yes.
Yeah, we're already heading down this road. Yeah. All right. So this user says, had the day off today. Much needed time to stay home and hang out with my wife and 2-year-old daughter. During our daughter's nap, my wife started tidying up a bit while I watched some TV. About 20 minutes later.
That's our first problem.
Yeah. About 20 minutes later, I, not so subtly, hinted to if she wanted to, quote unquote, take a break from cleaning. She scoffed and said no, that she needed to finish cleaning. I was a little disappointed and probably let it show in my facial expressions, but said okay and went back to the couch. She came out 5 minutes later in an almost exasperated tone and said, okay, fine. We can go have sex if you really want to.
Okay.
So this man says, I felt completely belittled and almost like it would have felt like begging if I had said okay. So I declined and said, That's okay. You can finish what you're doing. She countered with, well, you're just going to be upset with me if we don't. So let's just go to the bedroom. I then restated that I didn't want to anymore and it was fine. She could go back to doing what she was doing, which she then did.
Yikes.
He says, honestly, I feel a little degraded that my wife acted like it was such an inconvenience to have sex with me. We've been married 5 years, and our sex life has definitely slowed down over the last 2 since having kids, but this is a first. So, am I the asshole here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. This one isn't hard, sir.
No.
Like, this is like 1 + 1 = 2.
Yeah.
You literally are watching her do all the work in your house while you sit on a couch, and then you want her to stop to do more work for you so that you can go back to laying on the couch satisfied, but she can go back to doing more work, and you're mad about it.
Right.
It's not that hard, guys. Like, if you got up and like did a little bit of sweeping, she'd probably be so turned on.
Yeah.
If you got up and like took out the trash because you were like, oh, you know what? Bet this is what the adults of the household are going to do today. She would probably get on her knees for you.
Yeah.
Without any questions. It literally takes almost nothing, sadly, to get a woman to be turned on by a man if you just do the right things, especially in the home.
Right.
And that's how you get us to say yes every time.
Yes.
Go back to doing your chores that's slave work.
Oh my God, so dismissive of him to
So
be like, just go back to.
disrespectful.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Right.
So this is your day off and I'm supposed to stop what I'm doing to take care of you.
Right.
Go take care of yourself.
But you know what's also telling is that her response was basically like, if I don't have sex with you now, I'm never going to hear the fucking end of it. Mm-hmm. So it's like, how have you been treating her prior to this moment that she now feels like she's just got to like service you so that she doesn't hear about it all day long?
Right. Also, why do you think that it was like a big get on her to be like, never mind, I don't want to have sex with you? She was probably like,
yeah, for sure.
Wonderful.
Right.
I don't have to stop and do this.
Yeah.
Like, that's on you. You're not. And also, what are we, 5? Like, well, she didn't invite me to her birthday party, so she's not coming to mine.
Yeah.
Okay. Child.
Yeah.
Like, we don't do that with relationships, adult grown relationships either.
No.
Have a conversation. Say, babe, what is it that happened today that made you not want to have sex with me? What could I do differently tomorrow?
Yeah.
That conversation would have turned her on immediately.
Right.
Like, immediately.
Right.
It's so easy. Communication is literally all it takes.
Yeah. All it takes.
So, no, she's not in the wrong. Yes, you are.
Yes, correct. You are the asshole, sir.
I found the asshole, but it is still the guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
You know, I think a lot of these things are, you know, kind of.
It's communication issues.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's also knowing that like your wife isn't your maid and she's not your personal prostitute either. Like, she's not your sex worker. So you don't get to just like ask her for sex whenever you want it. And if her answer is no, that's an answer.
Yeah, for sure.
No. And maybe you could have said, all right, but like, babe, like maybe later, and had a conversation, but that's not what you did either. You stomped around like a little petulant child because you didn't get what you wanted.
Right. Exactly.
Not going to work either.
Nope.
All things that you're doing that aren't going to get you the result you were looking for.
Right.
Literally.
There's a lot of these men in these Reddit threads that are coming to the table with these stories that are essentially unhappy with the amount of sex in their relationship. Mm-hmm. And you know, obviously, like, there's no one size fits all for anything, but like my husband and I have a very active and healthy sex life. Mm-hmm. And the key to that for us is like frequent communication about like how we can continue to sort of like make each other feel loved inside and outside of the bedroom.
Yeah.
You know, we talk about that. We, you know, make plans. We look forward to things. But also it's like, what can I take off your plate today?
Yeah.
You know, him and I are constantly playing this game of like, you know, tag, I got you back in like a positive way, you know, like, oh, I did the dishes, or, oh, I cooked that chicken so you don't have to do that later. In the summer, I'll be like, I jumped on the mower for like 5 hours today because I wanted you to just relax when you got home. And it's this reciprocal thing where we keep doing that for each other. And it really does translate extremely well in the bedroom for both of us.
It's true. I saw another podcaster say something along the lines of, men think that foreplay starts in the bedroom and foreplay starts at like 8 a.m. when you start speaking to us.
Yes.
when we are making everything in the morning, cleaning up in the morning, getting the dishes in the dishwasher, and you're sitting there drinking coffee, reading the paper.
Yeah.
That's the start of our foreplay.
Yep.
We're already dry and turned all the way down.
Yes.
So now you're starting from hell and you got to get us all the way up here.
Yeah.
If you just like woke up and decided, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make sure my wife feels loved and appreciated at every turn today, there wouldn't be a question if you were going to have sex that night.
Right.
It would literally be, how long are we having sex for? Like,
right.
Where are we having sex tonight? Because it's going to happen if you treat each other right. And women, I think we do that naturally. I won't speak for all women, of course, but I think that naturally we want men to feel good about themselves. We want them to know that they're loved by us.
Yep.
And a lot of times, unfortunately, when we don't get it in return, it's like, we're meant to be like, you can't just like turn it on for us. You can't just be ready for us. I thought you loved us so much. And it's like, no, that's not reciprocal love. That's me loving you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't want to have sex with somebody who doesn't treat me well.
Exactly.
So start that earlier in the day, folks.
Yep.
And then you'll be guaranteed sex at night.
Right. Exactly.
Seems simple.
It does seem so simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, if your partner says no, because they're not in the mood, no is still a full sentence.
For sure.
So
yeah,
you can ask why, of course, but like you don't get to bully.
Right.
We don't get to bully people.
Yeah. And it's not like I'm going to do these wonderful things because I'm getting something in return, but it's like, you know, you're putting in goodwill, you know, and that over time, like when you start to build trust with your partner that like you are really showing up for them, that builds intimacy, which then builds, you know, more desire and
Trust.
attraction. Yeah.
Trust and responsibility, and like knowing that if you forget something, the other person has probably already thought of it for the family.
Yep.
That's like such a huge, I'm sure with you with 4 kids and families that you're blending together, it's like you have to think about all the exes, all the other fathers, all the other mothers, everything that they have going on in their lives and your own family's life to make sure that everyone is happy. And then you also want me to just boop at night.
Right.
You didn't help with none of that and you just want me to be okay with sex tonight? No, because Brian does a lot of that stuff.
Oh my gosh.
He helps, he figures it out, he plots, he plans. I'm sure he writes down scheduling things like that.
Yeah. Hot.
I was talking to a guy on a dating app the other day and he was like feeding me lines about how attractive I was. And I was like, okay, that's great. Like, that's fine. But like, I don't find myself to be, that's not my best quality. Like who I am is a pretty good thing.
Yeah.
And then he said, all you have to do is tell me. And like, I'd be happy to communicate that with you. And I was literally like, I'm what, sir? That's what it took.
Yeah.
Tell me how much you want to communicate with me and that all I have to do is ask and you'll hear it and do it. And like, that's going to turn me on more than like, oh, but you're so hot. Like, okay.
Yeah. Like, thanks, but
yeah, like everybody, you know, everybody can get those compliments.
Yep.
I want you to look at me and be like, God, I love that you care so much about your friends and their happiness. Like, I love that you go out of your way to help them. That, see me for who I am? Like, what do you mean? Like, that's so attractive.
Yes.
That's how easy it could be.
Yep.
But you have to give a crap about the woman you're dating. And I think that we as a society, like, we date people, both men and women, and we don't really care that much. It's just because we don't want to be alone.
Yes.
Like, I'll just tolerate that so that I'm not alone. And it's like, well, babe, that's why you don't want to sleep with a person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It's an issue.
Yeah. I've gone through like years of therapy, and in my early 20s, one of the big themes of that was romantic relationships, but also platonic relationships, and the kind of love that I was willing to accept and the kind of love that I was attracting. And that was like a big thing for me that really didn't actually manifest until later in life, but it was a long journey of sort of learning to see the red flags and then acting on it once I saw the red flags. But anyway, all that to say is that it took me until I was in my, mid 30s to finally be with somebody that genuinely adored me for like who I was, not just what I looked like, but who I was as a person, because we're so used to just accepting less.
Yeah.
And like you said, because we are just lonely and we don't want to be alone. And so you find somebody that you can tolerate enough, and you just live life.
Yep.
And you go through things. But genuinely being able to be in a position where you are with somebody that you adore and that they adore you on such a deep level, like I want every woman on this planet to be able to experience that. Yeah.
I agree. And if not, I want you to find female friendships that make you feel that way at the very least, because like not everyone is going to find their person, unfortunately.
Yeah.
One, maybe you just didn't cross paths with them because of something that happened, or two, maybe you did and it just didn't happen the way it was supposed to. Yeah. But I think it's important to not be like, well, you'll find the one. It's like the one could be your best friend. It could be your sister. It could be, you know, like a client that sits in your chair who just gets you better than anybody else. It could be anybody, as long as that person understands who you are and makes you feel so good about yourself, and like you can just be your authentic self with them and not guess like, are they gonna like this about me? Like, right. You know, right? That's scary even in friendships. It's like, can I just tell them that I just want to sit on the couch and watch this Netflix show all day and not talk? Is that what you want to do too? Right. You know, like to find somebody who matches that energy is like such a beautiful thing in this world. It doesn't have to be a partner. It can be anybody. Yeah. But it is super important that if you're picking a partner, you find those qualities. Yeah. Like I talked to somebody the other day and I forget what he was saying, but he was like, listen, if my wife suddenly gets into like yarn and like knitting, I am now interested in that as well. Like if she is suddenly interested in learning about the endocrine system, I am buying books on that and learning it as well, so that when she talks to me about it, I know what she's talking about. And I was like, yeah, but not everybody's cut from the same cloth as you, man. Yeah. Like that's a wonderful way to be a husband, and they are super happily married, and I love that for them. Yeah. But like, that's not every person. Yeah. And that's because you like your wife.
Yeah. Right.
I also think that like a lot of guys just don't like the people they're dating either. And again, it's convenient. Yeah. And because they think they're going to get laid every night. Mm-hmm. Women are now at the point where we're not having sex with you until we get at least some of what we've asked for. Yes. So you're not getting laid the way you used to, and now you're mad. It's a whole problem.
I know.
It's a whole thing.
I know. Dating in 2025 is rough.
Yeah, the epidemic is on both sides though. Yeah. Women don't have sex anymore because we don't care. Yeah. And we are done just giving it away for free and literally getting nothing. And men are losing the ability to understand what it is they need to do to get a good woman. Yeah. Like it's no longer just bring in the bread. Right. Just to be clear. Yeah. We bake our own bread. Yeah. Homemade sourdoughs.
Well, that's like a thing that's being talked about a lot right now. I feel like I keep running into this conversation about how men today are not filling that traditional role of the provider, Mr. Fix-It-All, Mr. I can go build a house. They're in more of these white collar kind of jobs that maybe don't have like trade skills and things. And so they're lacking in that, you know, on this large scale in society, but they're also lacking in emotional intelligence. Yeah. And so they've kind of got all of this stuff stacked against them.
Agreed.
When being a partner, trying to learn how to be a provider. You know, because it's not necessarily their fault in a sense, because we live in a society now where it's like men on the level that they used to don't have to know how to work on cars or build a fucking outhouse, you know?
God, that's been a while. Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, but then they're also lacking this emotional intelligence, which then he kind of makes them sort of this like dud as a partner.
It definitely does, especially when women build up their emotional intelligence all the time. Yeah. Men don't also have conversations like this with their male friends. And I think that that's another problem, is like they're not opening up to people because they feel like it's not masculine. Yeah. And that's just not true. Yeah. You know, like we would much prefer for you to come back to us and say, hey man, I was talking to my friend about our fight the other day, and like he totally was like, dude, you can't, you know, and he really showed me the way. That's not a conversation I've literally ever heard. Right. I've heard my female friends say, yeah, I talked to, and my sister was like, you know what, you can't really do that in a marriage. That's not really how it goes. Like you should reconsider how you added to this conversation. And they take that and then they go back and they fix the problem. But men don't have people to go and talk to, which I agree is a problem, but then, you know, seek therapy. Yeah.
That really is like the theme of I think everything we talk about is like therapy.
Therapy. We're going to work on that, guys.
Yeah. For sure. We'll get it down.
Yeah, we'll get that down. We can't nail everything right away.
Right, exactly. But no, for sure. Therapy, but also this made me think of a TikTok trend that was going on.
Is it the bird one?
Not the bird one. It was grown men calling their like very best guy friends at night and being like, yo man, what's up? You know, what you doing? Just hanging out, just chilling. All right, man. Well, I just want to say goodnight. Just calling to say goodnight. And like the men largely, like every once in a while you'd hear like one of them go, oh man, thanks so much. Good night to you too. But like there were some wild responses where like one guy was like, yo, yo, dog, are you kidnapped? Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
like, are you okay? You know, like he thought his friend was like in danger and this was like code for like
our code that I forgot about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it just was so like unexpected for your male best friend to
call and say that, which is such a shame.
Yeah.
Because when I say bye to my friends, it's like, okay, see ya, love you, bye, be safe, bye. Yeah. Like that's how I say goodbye to people.
Yeah.
But like dudes, no. Again, it's like that, it's that stigma of like, you can't be emotional with your guy friend because then you must be gay.
Right. That's so sad.
Sir, we are not lesbians.
Right.
And I love all of my friends and I will love them and hug them and support them and tell them how beautiful and wonderful they are at all times. That does not mean that I want to sleep with them.
Right.
It means that I support them. If you guys just learned that that's just supporting other males, like maybe you wouldn't be in an epidemic of loneliness.
I know.
Because you could at least have your male friends.
Yeah.
You're literally like, you're cutting off that sex to even be your friend at this point because you all are too scared.
I know.
It's such a shame.
It is a shame.
It's really big a shame.
But what I love about my teenage son is that him and his friends, these guys are jocks. They're football players, lacrosse players, wrestlers, you know, all the things. And what I'm seeing in this younger generation is that they do have very like intimate conversations with each other about their feelings, about the breakups that they're going through.
Good.
You know, they get emotional about things and they support each other. You know, we had one kid come over because his girlfriend broke up with him. He was crying and stuff. And all the guys were supporting him and, you know, like
not making fun of him.
No, clowning on him a little bit. You know, they're not perfect, you know.
They're still teenagers.
Yeah, you know, they're clowning on him a little bit, you know, to try and lighten the mood.
It, yeah.
But it was like, you know, he was like, oh, like my dude's going through some things, Mom. Can the fellows come over for a little bit? And,
of course.
Of course.
Of course.
And so they had their sad boy moment.
We love that though.
Yeah, and then like built him back up and they had a great time. And yes, and I'm like, I love to see this.
That's
men
what there should
supporting
be.
Men.
And your little one will see it from them and he will know that if he has problems, he can go to them.
Yeah.
He can go to you. He should be able to go to his own friends. So it's just teaching the next generation what they should be able to do, which is beautiful.
Yes, totally.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I love to see it. So in response to today's Reddit story, sir, you are the asshole.
Yes. So sorry about it.
For sure. And yeah, this was a fun one.
Yeah, I like it.
We didn't have any in the last round where the poster was the asshole.
That's true.
Yeah.
This one checks.
This one checks.
They're not in the right.
No. May that love never find me.
It has not. Don't worry.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in for another episode of After Dark. And we are very excited for the next round. Leave comments. We do have a form as well. So if you guys want to ask us questions or
any good stories,
yes,
bring them on.
Juicy stories,
or because I would like to know, do you have a beauty hack that I need to know about to make me feel younger?
Yeah,
throw that out there to us, please.
We would love to hear about it.
Are you doing something that we don't know about? Red light therapy, we know. Cryotherapy, we know. Give us something fresh and new. We would love to try.
Yes,
we're all about that.
All about that. I want to look like a newborn baby.
Yeah,
for the rest of my life. Like.
Oh goodness.
I'm literally like, I'm already like looking at surgeons for my 50th birthday facelift because, you know, I'm like, I want to look youthful and hot and beautiful and like whatever. And it's a value of mine.
Yeah.
And I think that I can still age gracefully, but still give myself little tune-ups here and there.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your car needs a tune-up, so do we.
Exactly.
I work harder than my car for sure.
Yes.
So I'm fine with it.
Exactly. Totally fine with it. No judgment.
Nope.
All right. So yes, use the form.
Use the form.
Use the form. Tell us your stories. Ask us your questions.
Yes.
Tell us your beauty hacks.
Yes.
And we'll catch you guys later. Bye.